Hey girl, let's talk crime. So this is 71-year-old Margaret Craig from Maryland. And on June 2nd, 2023, authorities received a phone call stating that they had not seen her in several days and was concerned and wanted them to do a welfare check. A little after 1:30 p.m., officers had headed over to her Hill Road home in Landover, Maryland, where her daughter, 44-year-old Candace Craig, had let officers in to search for her mother. As they were looking around the home, they got into the basement where they smelled a decomposing body. Once down there, they did see blood spatter everywhere as well as trash bags. One of the officers looked inside and saw what appeared to be brain matter. Cutting utensils were found and also a chainsaw with human remains on it. 19-year-old Celia Hardy, which is Candace's daughter and Margaret's granddaughter, had told authorities that she had overheard her mother and her grandmother arguing about credit card fraud. Allegedly, there was some issue going on where Margaret Craig thought that her daughter was stealing from her and said that she was going to report her. An argument happened. It then turned physical, and then Candace ended up killing her mother, Margaret. The following day, Celia stated that she had found her grandmother in a blue bin, and that is when her mother, Candace, had asked her to help her get rid of the remains. Now, this is when they had used the chainsaw in an attempt to dismember 71-year-old Margaret Craig and then put her on the grill as well as a bonfire to get rid of evidence. Now, a preliminary investigation states that Miss Margaret Craig was murdered by her daughter on May 23rd. A witness said that they remember seeing that Candace and her daughter were starting a small fire on May 27th, and then it wasn't until June 2nd that her body was discovered in the basement of her home, dismembered. 44-year-old Candace Craig has been charged with first and second degree murder in the death of her mother, Margaret Craig. Her granddaughter, 19-year-old Celia Hardy, has been charged with accessory after the fact, and they are both being held without bond.